Hi, Anna. How's your day going?
Hey, Mark. Pretty good so far. Actually, I got a little lost this morning while trying to find a new cafe.
Oh, no. Did you manage to find it?
Eventually, yes, but I had to ask a few people for directions. And that's why today I was thinking about how important it is to know how to ask for directions in English.
That's true. I remember when I first visited London, I got completely lost and had no idea what to say.
Exactly. Even simple phrases like, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to," can be really helpful.
Yeah, and it's good to know some alternatives too, like, can you point me to, or which way is?
Absolutely. For example, this morning I said, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the nearest subway station?"
And what did the person say?
They were very helpful. They told me to go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left at the traffic lights.
That's perfect. It reminds me that when you ask for directions, it's important to listen carefully and maybe even to repeat what they said to make sure you understand.
Yes, I actually repeated it. So I go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left. They nodded and smiled.
That's smart. Also, sometimes people use landmarks instead of street names, like turn right at the big church or it's next to the library.
Right, I learned that today too. The cafe was next to the small park with a fountain. It was easy to spot once I knew that.
Good tip. Did you notice any other useful expressions people used?
Yes. Someone said you can't miss it, which means it's very easy to see and hard to overlook.
Exactly. That's a phrase I hear a lot when traveling. And also, sometimes people say it's just around the corner, meaning it's very close.
Oh, yes, I heard that too. At first, I thought it meant literally around a corner, but it just means nearby.
Another thing is understanding left and right. You need to be sure which way to turn. I sometimes mix them up.
Me too. That's why I like to ask, "So I turn right at the next street, correct?" It helps avoid mistakes.
Good idea. And don't forget about asking about distance. People might say, it's a 5-minute walk, or it's about 10 minutes by car.
That's very helpful. I asked that too. Someone said it's about a 10-minute walk. It was accurate.
Great. And sometimes you'll hear directions with more detail, like go past the supermarket, then cross the street, and it's on your left.
Yes, that happened to me once. At first, I got confused with all the instructions, but then I repeated them to myself slowly and it worked.
That's a useful strategy. Repeat or write down directions if needed.
Exactly. And it's also polite to say thank you afterwards, like, "Thank you so much. That's very kind of you."
Politeness goes a long way. Also, asking for clarification is okay. You can say, sorry, could you repeat that? Or, I didn't understand. Could you explain again?
Yes, I did that this morning. One person gave very fast directions, and I had to ask them to slow down.
That's smart. And sometimes people might use abbreviations or local terms, so asking politely to clarify is always safe.
Definitely. I think asking for directions also helps improve listening skills in English.
Absolutely. And it gives you confidence speaking to strangers.
Speaking of confidence, Sometimes I feel nervous asking for directions, especially if I'm in a new city.
Me too. But usually people are happy to help. A smile and polite words go a long way.
True. And sometimes showing that you understand a bit helps, like repeating, so I turn left at the traffic lights and then go straight.
Exactly. And if you have a map, you can point and ask, is this the right way to...
Oh, yes, that's very useful. I did that once when I was really lost.
So, summarizing, some key phrases are, excuse me, could you tell me how to get to... Which way is? Can you point me to? How far is it? Is this the right way to...
And don't forget polite expressions like thank you very much. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Perfect. I think practicing these phrases regularly will make asking for directions much easier.
I agree. Maybe we should create a mini game or role play to practice asking and giving directions.
That sounds fun. We could pretend we're in a new city and take turns asking for places.
Yes, that way we get used to listening, understanding, and responding naturally.
Great idea. Well, it seems like you managed your day well despite getting lost.
Thanks. It was a good reminder of how useful basic English phrases are.
Absolutely. Talking about directions might seem simple, but it's a very practical skill.
Yes, and it also gives us confidence when traveling or exploring new places.
Definitely. Well, thanks for sharing your day, Anna. I learned a lot about asking directions today.
Me too, Mark. I feel more confident now. Let's practice again soon.
For sure. See you tomorrow, Anna.
Bye, Mark. Have a great evening.